So it's a pleasure, and I thank you for giving Mauritius the opportunity to present our digital transformation, which has been spanned over a number of years. In fact, I should say that nearly 2 decades ago, because I myself, I joined, I was assigned the Parliament since 2003. So next year, that would be 20 years from an organization which did not have any network, that is local area network. We had started from that. Now we have advanced quite a lot. We have already become paperless. So as we go around, along my presentation, I will just share my screen. That's it. So we should be talking about the digital parliament goals, our external face of parliament, strategic use, how we started our venture, and then our digital roadmap, right? I think that this is common to most organizations, particularly parliaments. Most colleagues have seen this. In fact, now what we see is digital technologies and social technologies have led to quite deep changes in the way that we operate organizations, and parliaments as well have not escaped this waves. Now we are what we normally call in other forums that we discuss with our colleagues. It's a living entity directly linked to those it serves, that is citizens. The citizen has become a smart citizen. So Parliament also has had to strategically change its way that information is being deployed, sent to them. And since a number of years, ICT has had their most important responsibilities, that is our goals, that is to be more representative, transparent. We all know that when we apply digital technologies to a process, it becomes more transparent for auditing purposes, and it gives integrity and authenticity to that process, be it a document or a digital workflow. It's making Parliament more accessible to our core, which is a citizen. The citizen can accede to decisions made in parliaments at a click. So some decades back, they had to come to the parliament to assist, or they had to come to parliament to fetch a document or request from email, which with red tapeism that used to take enormous time. And it makes our organization accountable as well, and effective in many functions, so that the members of parliaments themselves, they are given training. We empower them with digital devices so that they can efficiently serve their constituents. Parliaments do have an external face on the digital within the digital ecosystem. So we are on most of the social medias, so that citizens can connect. But our primary source of information, which is the last focal point of all our digital process, all our workflows, send these outputs to our web portal of the National Assembly. It remains a core digital asset for the National Assembly of Mauritius. So that's just a glimpse of our portal. Including our Parliament TV, which is a project very recently implemented. So as I was saying, we have applied ICT to our strategic goals, which is a core enabler in transforming our parliaments. So we are very committed to our visions as per the Constitution of Mauritius. But we do have some challenges like lack of funds, because we have to go to the executive governments for the National Assembly of Mauritius. We have to go to the executive government for funding of most our ICT projects. We've had external partners who have sponsored some of the digital transformation projects, like institutions like the UNDP and so on. But mainly we have to go to the executive government for our budget. And then we do lack some expert skills. Like since a number of years, we have been going towards open source. So these expert skills are quite limited. We started the, sorry. Oops, I think. Yes, we started our journey. Sure. We started our journey with the digital transformation in 2009. With digitalizing our core process of transcribing the handouts. So we went for a digital recording system, which was triggered because the public address system inside the chamber had to be replaced. Then we thought of digitalizing the whole process. So we had our digital recording systems implemented, which was an automatic recording systems, and then the text is transcribed automatically into text. We can upload our handouts in 24 hours, and the printing of the final handout is within 2 weeks. So this is our stuff. We have our ICT roadmap. I just yes, this is our ICT roadmap. We started in the early 2000 by giving all our staff one PC per staff member policy. And then we had the conference management system and the digital recording systems. We have our member sitting application, which is the mobile app that we use for paperless parliament. That is, all parliamentary documents are uploaded there. We have a pre-press system, which automatically, once a bill has been passed inside the parliament, it is automatically drafted into the act format to be assented by the president. Otherwise, it used to take 2 weeks for it to be put in the proper format and printed in the government gazette. But this is now done in-house, and so the citizen can have the act very quickly. We do provide our MPs with a secured Wi-Fi zone. They have digital certificates installed on their devices. Up to 5 or 6 devices, which we have allowed them. So we have introduced what we call the BIOD, bring your own device concept. They can bring their own device and use the Wi-Fi to continue doing their parliamentary work here. We have empowered our MPs with training and an ICT allowance, so that we do give them an ICT allowance for the purchase of digital devices. This is within the strategic policy planning of the National Assembly. And the Parliamentary Electronic Document Management System, we are reviewing this project now currently because due to COVID, we have seen that there are other processes which needs to be integrated in it for a more sustainable Parliament. For the live broadcasting, this, as I was saying, this is a very recently implemented project. This is our member seating application. I just thought that I'd give you a small snapshot of how it is. It has agenda management, debates, acts, bills for the MPs. This is strictly reserved to the MPs, so we do give them digital devices. It's owned by the National Assembly, but we allocate them this. This was because we wanted to ensure that if we were giving them allowance and they didn't purchase the device, and then they would say that they haven't received the order paper or the parliamentary questions. So we ensured that they do have the device available. And when we are sending these parliamentary documents, as we would have sent them in hard copy, we ensure that they do get it through the app. This is our infra for live broadcasting implemented some 5 years ago. We have used latest technologies like CDN, content development networks, so that we did not have to invest in much hardware and storage capacity. We have used a media asset management facility we index all the videos as per, for example, you can see if we have a parliamentary questions, and a citizen can easily locate the video footage of his MP speaking with regard to the metadata that we attach to these videos. So he can particularly go to a particular questions being asked on his problem, for example, in his town or in his village. He can view his MPs that he has elected and sent to the Parliament. In fact, we always say that live broadcasting acts as a barometer for an MP. So we can see the performance of his MP intervening on questions, bills, and other important matters within the Parliament. So you can see the agenda on the video and the indexes when they can easily sort out to which video footage they want to go. Like for everybody, the pandemic, the COVID-19 had forced us to innovate. We have seen this saying, but when we did a survey for the National Assembly, which is a supreme institution of our democracy, the BCP was 3.5 out of 5. There were some processes which could not be done remotely. This is why I was saying that we are reviewing our document management system. So lack of sustainability and resilience was seen widely over the public sector. But I should say that the National Assembly was, I can say that it was the first institution to open its doors ready to work within a couple of weeks. And after the pandemic, we thought that global pandemics have happened in the past and they will be happening again. So we need to be prepared. Like other parliaments, we had remote access to our systems, video conferencing facilities was put forward, but it was not easy when there was lockdown and we couldn't get to suppliers, we couldn't get to the MPs themselves to train them, so everything had to be done from home. And then there was some legislations for Mauritius which had to be changed, which dated back as from 1950. Like, for example, the Quarantine Act had to be changed, and this had to be done within the Parliament itself. So everyone relied on the ICT unit of the Parliament to provide solutions, so that we could open either remotely or in hybrid mode. We had to do some infrastructural changes within the Parliament. We had to carry our technology elsewhere for committees, because the committee rooms that were used before could no longer be used due to sanitary restrictions. So we had to transport our technology to other places, so that the digital process workflows could continue. But maybe this is an opportunity for us IT people, because we have always been in the background justifying all our projects. But COVID came as an opportunity. For us at the Mauritius National Assembly, we became paperless 100%. They were forced to. There was some 8 to 9% remaining MPs who were adamant in using hard copies. So with the COVID, they had to use our different platforms. They 100% started using digital communication. There were no paper communication. No longer they could, of course, communicate in paper. I said we changed the physical infrastructure of the chamber. So for all recording and live streaming, everything had to be changed. And again, within short delays, we had to reapply, recalibrate our technologies. All the members started using our extranet platform, especially for various parliamentary committees, because they had to sit during the pandemic for important issues. We also had remote participation for MPs which were located on other islands, our borders being closed, but still they had to participate within the debates. That's just a snapshot of one MP from Rodrigues Island participating. We had I think it's the same experience worldwide for all IT people. We had to explore a number of available platforms like Teams, Jitsi, Zoom, and so on, and integrate it with our existing platform. For that, I have to thank the Parliament of Brazil, because my colleagues from there, Patricia and team, they helped us enormously for this integration, like how to remotely broadcast these video conferences. All our webinars with international organizations were being done remotely. I think only this year that IPU itself have started to meet physically. So our MPs were trained very fast in using these platforms. There is one question that keeps coming to our mind. COVID has been a catalyst for digital transformation within parliaments. That's for sure. But has a digital transformation that we started within the parliament still, is it still being sustained, and will it still be sustained? Because as we have seen, parliaments are keen to keep these mode of operations, because this is where we were going since a number of years, but COVID made us to reach there faster than we had planned. But we as IT people, all our team prepared in terms of security? There are other aspects that we have to think about now. Is like, for example, if we are going to cloud computing, how do we go about that? Do we have the skills? There are many issues coming that I think that we should be prepared uh, to face these issues.